Making plans for your first real paycheck, a financial literacy expert tells us the biggest mistakes college grads make with their money. And will Davenport students have to pay to ride the city bus in the near future? That story's coming up.
WHBF is local for you. This is Local 4 News this morning.
Good Wednesday morning, and thanks for watching Local 4 News this morning. I'm Emily Scarlett. College graduates are flooding the job market, and many will be scoring those first real jobs soon. But many aren't so sure how to manage those first paychecks. Financial experts recommend getting smart about managing your money early on. Local 4's Greta Patrick joins us now in our newsroom. Greta, where can college grads go to learn more about money management?
Well, good morning, Emily. There are endless resources out there for graduates to learn about money management. The key is to use what's at your fingertips. Books written by popular financial experts like Dave Ramsey can help you out, or just some internet articles about budgeting can help you out too. And locally, there are some places you can go to ask about money management. Essentra Credit Union, for example, teaches college students about finances. Many students don't know things like how to find their credit score, and they don't know how to start building credit. Essentra teaches students that yes, you're going to have more money now, which means you're going to have more freedom with what you can buy, but it's important to prioritize what you want to spend your money on. Essentra's Community Development Manager Alvaro Macias says, if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask someone.
The first step is building a relationship with a trusted financial partner, whether it's getting advice from a neighbor or somebody that you see is doing well financially, or building a relationship with a loan officer at a credit union. Having somebody to go to ask questions about finances is a good thing.
And coming up in the second half hour, we'll tell you some of the key mistakes graduates make right out of college. Greta Patrick, Local 4 News this morning.
Thanks, Greta. The cost to ride Davenport's city bus system may be going up. City leaders discussed the possibility at last night's study session. Right now, students in the Davenport School District ride the bus for free, but one change discussed would limit their free rides to the months that school is in session. Otherwise, students would be charged 50 cents per ride.
Many students use it for their way to school and home from school, and then we know that even after school, a lot of them use it for their after-school programs. They use it to get to work, they use it to go to the mall. It really is a popular feature for the students to be able to ride the bus.
Nothing is close to being final on this decision. Davenport City Council will have more talks on the issue to come. Today, the city of Rock Island is inviting the public to weigh in on plans to update its land development codes. An open house will take place from 6 until 8 tonight at the Martin Luther King Jr. Community Center on 7th Avenue. Residents are welcome to share their thoughts on the city's existing development regulations and learn more about the code update project. You can stop by anytime during that 2-hour window. Protests outside a Donald Trump rally in New Mexico turned violent last night. Demonstrators threw burning T-shirts, plastic bottles, and other items at police officers. Police then responded by firing pepper spray and smoke grenades into the crowd outside the Albuquerque Convention Center. During the rally, the presumptive Republican presidential nominee was interrupted repeatedly by protesters who shouted, held up banners, and resisted removal by security officers. Bernie Sanders will get a review of this month's Kentucky primary voting results. Bernie Sanders requested a recanvass on Tuesday. Hillary Clinton pulled off a nail-biting win there earlier this month, beating Sanders by less than 2,000 votes. The recanvass will begin Thursday morning. And the hacker who first revealed the existence of Hillary Clinton's private email server is expected to plead guilty to at least one charge today. Marcel Lazar allegedly hacked into longtime Clinton advisor and friend Sidney Blumenthal's AOL email account. He then reportedly published correspondence that revealed the existence of the private email address used by the former Secretary of State. Police in Arizona are searching this morning for gunmen targeting drivers. The first report started just before 9 last night. The driver was firing a gun at other drivers while traveling the wrong way on a highway near Phoenix. One person was grazed by a bullet, but is expected to be okay. A deputy's vehicle was also hit, but the trooper was not injured. Parts of the Great Plains are bracing for more severe weather just one day after a destructive tornado outbreak. Multiple twisters overturned vehicles and damaged homes in Kansas and Oklahoma. Hannah Daniels has the latest on that threat.
There's 3 tornadoes on the ground at the same time. Good night.
More than 30 tornado sightings were reported across the plains yesterday.
It's hitting a building.
Storm chasers captured at least one twister ripping up buildings near Dodge City, Kansas.
There is a structure that's hit.
Here's power lines.
This crew ran into an overturned propane tank, spewing gas along a road.
It was just gas fleeing everywhere. It was very dangerous.
The National Weather Service says at least one tornado touched down outside of Bristow, Oklahoma, ripping the roofs off of houses and bringing down trees. The Roberts family got an emergency alert on their phone and frantically ran with some of their pets to the cellar.
We heard the wind pick up a little bit. We heard glass start breaking, and then I heard all the lumber start just ripping apart, and I knew what was going on.
They run a community animal rescue and say they lost dozens of animals. Heavy rain also triggered flash flooding in Arkansas. A 13-year-old boy was swept away into a drainage pipe by high water and found alive about 2 hours later. Severe weather is expected to plague the Great Plains for much of the week, with the possibility of more tornadoes in the forecast for Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. Hannah Daniels, CBS News.
Luckily, no fatalities have been reported, but at least 2 people were injured in the storms in Kansas. Let's check in with meteorologist Anthony Peoples. Anthony, you've mentioned some possible storms from us, actually from the same system that hit the Great Plains, right?
That's right, Emily. We've been spared so far this week with just isolated or scattered showers and storms, but I think our luck is running out today because we already have some storms moving in and more are coming in later today.
And this is something that you've been following for the last several days. You've said we had some chances for showers and storms, and you've said some of the best chances are coming in on Wednesday.
That's right. Wednesday and Friday, that looks to be our best chance, and our forecast is holding up outside right now. We do have the sun shining over the Mississippi River Valley. Temperature has gone up a little bit with the sun's arrival. 66 degrees currently in Moline, a south wind at 7, Davenport at 64 this morning. Our last 6 hours of satellite and radar showing the clouds increasing across the area. Right now, just high and mid-level clouds, but notice the brighter whites here. That's lower clouds and thicker clouds from some storms in central Iowa. But notice there is a little finger of showers and storms moving into the Fairfield and soon to be Mount Pleasant area. So we will see some scattered showers and storms early this morning. Temperatures around 67 in this afternoon. Muggy and warm. 83 for this afternoon's high temperature. We will see a better chance of scattered showers and storms. And again, late this afternoon and early this evening, some of those storms could be strong to severe. I think if we see any severe weather across eastern Iowa and along the Mississippi River, the biggest threats will be large hail, damaging winds, and some heavy rain. But we can't rule out a tornado too. And after seeing all of that tornado damage, I think the most severe and widespread tornadic activity will be out in the plains away from us, but there could be that 1 or 2 tornadoes, and that's all it takes.
All right, all the reason that you'll want to stay up to date with the latest forecast right here on Local 4. Thank you, Anthony.
Yes.
Well, today is National Missing Children's Day. Our live guest will talk about what's happening later this afternoon to not only raise money for local resources, but to raise awareness as well.
Stay with us. You're watching Local 4 News this morning. It's 6:10.
WHBF is local for you with Emily Scarlett and meteorologist Anthony Peoples. This is Local 4 News this morning in high definition.